Ladies and gentlemen, and my friend Timmy, have you ever tried to plow a field, haul a pig, mow the lawn, and still make it to the liquor store before closing, all in the same vehicle? No? Well, Crosley sure thought you might. That's how we got the 1949 Crosley Farm-O-Road prototype, multifunctional micro-truck that tried to do it all. Emphasis on tried. Before we dig into this glorious Franken vehicle, hit that subscribe button. Unless you want to miss more mechanical oddities that look like they were designed by a hungover raccoon. So here's the setup. It's 1949. Crosley Motors, known for making America's cheapest microcars, realizes people don't just want to go places. They want to mow, plow, tow, and then go places. Enter the Farm-O-Road, or as Timmy once called it, the only Jeep that could also trim your hedges. This thing looked like someone shrunk a WWII Jeep in the wash and said, that'll do. It was built on a wheelbase of just 63 inches and measured 91.5 inches long, 48 inches wide, and about 57 inches tall with the windshield down. It just won the 100 pounds, 500 kilograms. It was so light it could cross a muddy field faster than Bob crosses the street to yell at clouds. Under the hood, a 724 cubic centimeters inline 4 with an overhead cam. That's right, OHC in 1950. Either the thin-walled Cobra engine or, later, the more reliable cast-iron Seba block. This motor churned out a whopping 26.5 horsepower and 32 pound-feet, 44 newton-meters of torque at 3,000 revolutions per minute. And it could hit 60 miles per hour, 96 kilometers per hour, downhill with a tailwind, if you bribed physics. Transmission? A 3-speed Warner T92 manual with synchronized second and third gears, linked to a 2-speed transfer case for when you really wanted to go slow. The lowest gear ratio? 70-1. That's not a gear, that's a lifestyle. And the brakes? Oh, now it gets fun. Hydraulic drum brakes all around. Yes, but the parking brake was a split lever, so you could lock each rear wheel separately. Now, let's talk accessories. And no, I don't mean fuzzy dice. You could bolt on a 10-inch plow, a disc harrow, a cultivator, a rotary mower, a fingerbar sickle mower, a seeder, a hay rake, and even a post hole digger. There were power takeoff shafts front and back, and in some setups, the rear end was so bristling with levers and linkages, it looked like Bob's homemade alien defense turret. Crosley even offered ski attachments and track kits, so yes, it could be a snow tractor. Which, of course, gave Timmy the bright idea of racing one on a frozen lake. He ended up in the neighbor's chicken coop. The chickens are still in therapy. You could get the basic 4.1 model for $795 back in 1950, or spring for the full 4 version with hydraulics and PTOs for $939. Add a pickup bed, $25, a dump bed, $37.50, and a canvas top, $75 to $90, and you had yourself an all-weather, all-purpose Franken vehicle. Adjusted for inflation, that's about $10,000 today. But let's be honest, Crosley couldn't compete with full-size Jeeps or Ford tractors. Production stopped in 1952 after just about 600 units. Even Crosley threw in the towel, closing the auto division that year. Still, the idea was so ahead of its time, another company, Crofton, picked up the rights and made the Crofton Bug. Yes, really, from 1959 to 1963. What's left of these little legends? Very few. The original 1949 green prototype with dual rear wheels sold for $32,775 at the R.M. Sotheby's Bruce Weiner auction in 2013. Most other clean examples go for $10,000 to $20,000. But hey, credit where it's due. I genuinely admire the ambition. The Crosley Farm-O-Road tried to be everything at once. A mini Jeep, a plow, a pickup, a UTV, decades before that term existed. And you know what? It didn't entirely fail. It actually did many jobs, just none of them great. Big thanks to our channel sponsors. If you'd like to join them and support this madness for just $3, check out the sponsor link in the description below. We'll spend it wisely, probably on parts for Timmy's next accident. See you on the next ride.